Denver Broncos are 2-0 and in sole possession of the AFC West. You're watching the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Hello, welcome to the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Yet another big win for the Denver Broncos as they defeat the Indianapolis Colts by a score of 34-20. Trevor Siemian was Trevor Siemian again, which means that he was, decent for most of the game, but threw an interception, an unfortunate interception, but he got the win, all right? And that's what we're expecting. That's what we're wanting from Trevor Siemian, just to get the win, get the W, just rely on the defense. And the defense showed up yet again. 5 sacks on Andrew Luck. I love to defend the Colts offensive line because I think they're trash a little bit too much. I don't think that they're nearly as bad as some people like to say that they are. Today they were bad. And mainly I think, the Broncos defense, though, I think they're also pretty freaking good. It's a combination of the two. Von Miller, another strip sack, a huge, crucial strip sack late in the game, in a big game. This guy continues to show up. Why he ever had to, go through those contract negotiations is beyond me. The guy deserved every damn penny, and he's proven that again and again and again and again. When you need him to show up in the fourth quarter, oh boy, he shows up. And after DeMarcus Ware went out, then Shane Ray stepped up, Shaquille Barrett continues to step up. This Denver Broncos defense is damn good, and we already knew that. Okay, Aqib Talib, he had a pick 6 today. They're so good. They continue to score points for this offense, helping this offense out. They're so good, and as I said in the intro, they are in sole possession of the AFC West as of this moment. The Raiders lost, the Chargers are 1-1, and the Kansas City Chiefs are 1-1. So you have to like where you're at right now. Now next week, you guys go to Cincinnati, and to be honest, I don't love your chances in that game just because I like Andy Dalton right now. I think he's playing pretty good, not great, but pretty good, and I think the Bengals overall are a pretty good team. So we'll see. I'm not, writing you guys out. I'm done doing that. But I never really did that, to be quite honest with you. But anyway, I like this team right now. The Broncos are playing really well, and for Indianapolis, 0-2 yet again. You guys started 0-2 last year, 0-2 start this year. Unfortunate, but I think there's hope on the horizon because I really like the next 3 games for the Indianapolis Colts. They host the San Diego Chargers, which is not going to be easy. The Chargers proved today that they're still pretty tough, but I think you guys can definitely win this game. You can, not saying you will, but you can. Then you guys host the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then you guys host the Chicago Bears. 3 home games, 3 very winnable games. It's very possible you go 3-0. I'd say at worst, you should go 2-1. Okay, so the season isn't over. I don't want to hear anything about the Colts season being over. But the problem is your run game sucks. Okay, Frank Gore, he's just not good enough to be a starting running back, workload running back in the NFL right now. Okay, you gotta, they switch something up. And Robert Turbin isn't very exciting either. So just get a better running back option in there. And, right now, the wide receivers, they weren't really good today, but they were going up against the Broncos corners who are so good, so I'll give them a little bit of a pass. And obviously the injuries, your cornerbacks, 5 of them injured. It's so bad. You're hoping and praying Vontae Davis, Darius Butler, and all these guys can get healthy as soon as possible because, man, you need them. Y'all better be picking up the phone, calling Courtney Finnegan, calling Antoine Cason, calling all these free agents that still want to play in the league, calling Peanut Tillman, calling Tim Jennings. Anyone. If you're a free agent corner, even if they're 37, 38, 40, hell, call Deion Sanders. Y'all need cornerback help, man. I'm serious. Y'all need it. So y'all need to be on the phone because, man, it's going to get bad. Even though I said the Chargers, you guys should win that game, man, he'll throw all over you. And by he, I'm talking about the sheriff, Phillip Rivers over there. So be careful because I'm telling you right now, if you guys can't go into that game with better cornerbacks, y'all is in trouble. We move on to the other late games. Actually, before we get to the other late games, let me talk about the one early game that I missed earlier because it was still going on during my first video, and that is the San Francisco 49ers versus the Carolina Panthers. Let me talk about that real quick. So, Carolina, they started out a little bit slow, okay, got some turnovers, but they really got rolling. This game took forever, and the Panthers ended up scoring 46 points. That's what we expect from them. That's what we got from them. Good. They're still good. They're still, favorites to win the NFC South. They're still favorites to win the NFC South, and they should. No problems there. They look pretty good today. And the 49ers, hey, give them this, okay? Even though I still don't think that they're very good, man, they're scoring points right now. I mean, these 2 point totals, this 27 and this 28, I mean, these are higher point totals than they had all of last year. I mean, their highest point total last year was 27 against the New York Giants. They didn't have another point total that was pretty close to that. So you have to like where this San Francisco 49er passing offense and this whole offense as a whole is right now. Chip Kelly is allowing them to score points. Good. They're okay. That's fine, but they're still not very good, and they're going to have their issues because they just don't have the talent. They need better wide receivers. They need a better quarterback. They need a better, tight end. They just need better players right now. But for right now, Chip Kelly is overachieving with this group, and that is very commendable. We move on to the late games. We have the San Diego Chargers whooping the Jacksonville Jaguars. And, it's early in the season, but Jaguars, y'all need to wake up. I mean, this is getting bad. And y'all are getting embarrassed right now. I mean, this is so ridiculous. Gus Bradley, wake up, dog. Y'all got way too much talent to be getting blown out like this. I think this is the second worst blowout of the season. I think this is the second most disappointing loss of the season for any team in the NFL. I think this is bad. I think this is horrible. So y'all got to step up. Y'all got to wake up because, man, next week y'all get to host the Baltimore Ravens. If y'all lose that game, I'm off of the Jacksonville Jaguars bandwagon, and I was never really on it. I mean, I have you guys going 7-9. It's not like I was a Jacksonville apologist or proponent or anything like that. I was just saying y'all would be decent, and now y'all are proving me wrong. And I said y'all were going 7-9. Wake up. Holy hell, Blake Bortles, horrible interceptions today. Allen Robinson couldn't beat Jason Verrett. I mean, y'all gotta wake up now. Right now, or you're going to lose control of an AFC playoff, contention, which you should be in. You're going to lose control of that. So sorry, y'all need to wake up. In San Diego, they're still in that race. Okay, so even without Keenan Allen, even though Danny Wood had unfortunately got injured today, they're still decent, right? Phillip Rivers can still throw the ball. They can still win some games, but, at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be good enough to make the playoffs. I just don't see them being talented enough at the end of the day to make the playoffs. We move on to the Atlanta Falcons, who upsetted the Oakland Raiders today 35-28. I was so cocky after the Chiefs lost earlier today. I came on here and I said, hey, the Raiders are better than you, ha ha ha, and then the Raiders come and they do this. I don't know. I'm shocked, to be honest with you. I didn't have this. No one had this. Raiders, they look good, but their defense, it stinks right now, man. Sean Smith, Reggie Nelson, these free agent pickups haven't been good. Carl Joseph hasn't been good in coverage. They're not good right now defensively. They need to step up. Khalil Mack is not being as dominant as he should be. I don't know what's going on with the Oakland Raiders right now. And Jack Del Rio and his aggressive coaching style, I thought it burned the Raiders today. They were in midfield with about 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they went for it on 4th and 2. I thought that was the dumbest play call I've seen, dumbest decision I've seen this week, and I thought it cost them the game. A horrible decision by Jack Del Rio to me to go for it on that play. Horrible, absolutely horrible. There's a difference between having faith and having just too much faith and being stupid, and I thought he was stupid on that decision. Not only because he got it wrong, but because, it was a dumb decision. I didn't understand it. So anyway, they lose. I think they're going to bounce back next week at Tennessee. If they would have won this game, I would have liked Tennessee's chances to upset, but now that they lost the game, they're going to be, very humble. They're going to come out, they're going to win next week. We move on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who got their ass kicked by the Arizona Cardinals today, 40-7. I was a Jameis Winston, and I still am, a Jameis Winston proponent and a seller of him and saying, look how good this guy is, look how great this guy is. He comes out and he does this. This was bad. 4 interceptions, 1 fumble loss. It was bad. It was really, really bad. But hey, at the end of the day, I have the Cardinals winning the Super Bowl this season, and this is why. Because they're pretty freaking good. Because they're great. And I think they proved that today. And I think the Bucks proved that they still, they're growing. Okay, they still have some growing pains, and they have to figure some things out. out, but eventually they will be there. Eventually Jameis will be there. Mike Evans still looks good, but Vince Jackson a little bit disappointing, man. They got to find another wide receiver to me next offseason because now it's just too late. But yeah, Cardinals, they're great. Tampa Bay, I still have them making the playoffs, but they need to step it up in the future, and I think they will. Next week they host the LA Rams. They should win that football game. And we also have another upset, another game that I got wrong, as the LA Rams defeat the Seattle Seahawks 9-3. I don't get the LA Rams, and no one does. I mean, maybe we do get them. Maybe we just don't want to believe it, or we just forget every now and then. Like, they like to beat the Seahawks. They like to beat the Seahawks. They like to beat the Cardinals. They like to beat the 49ers. We know sometimes. I don't get it. They're so inconsistent. They're so odd. They're so weird. I still think that they stink. I still have them going 4-12. But, they won today. Good for you. I think your quarterback is still Case Keenum. In fact, I know that for a fact. And I think he still stinks. Okay, so don't get too happy. You'll lose plenty of games this season. You put up a total points of 9 in your 2 games thus far. You guys still can't score the football, so just get over it. And enjoy this victory. Go home, celebrate. You're going 4-12. And Seattle, can y'all stop playing down to talent? Can y'all just say, hey, we're a great football team. Let's play like it each and every single week. Can we just blow teams out? Why not? Stop trying to win these games late with a Russell Wilson game-winning drive. Just win these games. He looked really hobbled today. The guy looked like the ugly duckling or like Bambi or something. The guy wasn't immobile at all. Looked horrible. Really shameful. Honestly, it was terrible. It was absolutely awful. So hopefully the Seahawks can step it up, because if not, they will lose a wild card real quick in the NFC. They're still in contention. We're still very early, but man, we need to see more from the Seahawks right now. We need to see more from the Seahawks right now. So there you go. What are your guys' thoughts on the late games, as well as the Indianapolis Colts versus the Denver Broncos? Comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, and most importantly, to subscribe for more. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out.